We're here at the Show Me Off-Road Shootout in Wheatland, Missouri at Lucas Oil Speedway. This is AMSOIL Championship Off-Road presented by Brunt. I'm Brent Smith alongside my good friend Shane Stetzney. And man, this is what you live for, the buggy divisions. This is 1600 single buggy, and they really get up and go.
Yeah, this is another class that's going to be a ton of fun this year. It's been a ton of fun the last couple years. You got the veteran Mike Seefeld, I believe now a 7-time champion in class, including in 2023 and just last year. But you go up and down this list, that's a lot of drivers with a ton of talent and experience coming from other buggy classes, a couple fun new names as well. Here's your lineup. Taylor Roloff, who finished second in the points with a couple wins last year, starts on the pole alongside Colin Byer, who had his first career win at the Crandon World Championships. Travis Trelstad starts third. I just talked to him a few minutes ago, and he said he had that car shortened by 4 inches. They cut 4 inches of length out of the wheelbase of that car over the offseason, trying to keep up with the cornering speed of some of the other drivers. Alongside him will be Gavin Burdick, making his off-road debut in the 332. Derek Cowling will start fifth, another driver making his Champ off-road debut. And his friend Tom Perryman from the Light Buggies asked me to give a shout-out to Derek's family watching back at home as they support their guy in his first race. Connor Schultz will start sixth. He had 7 wins a year ago in this class. Jake Shillman starts in the 7th spot. He just finished 4th in Light Buggy a few races ago. And the defending champ, Mike Seefeld, will start 8th. Dylan Roloff will start in the 9th spot, making his 1600 debut after getting his first career win in Light Buggy a year ago. Dylan and Taylor, by the way, no relation, different spelling of the last names. And Donald Reitzel, the man they call Hoss, will start in the 10th spot.
10 very competitive cars. We've seen as many as 20-plus cars in this field last season. I expect many, many more throughout the year, but they are very fun to watch. These drivers know what they're doing as the green flag is about to fly. Here we go.
Down through turn 1, looks like Taylor Roloff with a little bit better jump. Byer trying to hold that spot as they go to the inside of turn 2. Trelstad, we talked about the amount of work that they did on that car in the offseason. He is the white and orange car down on the inside now. Turn 3 trying to hold off Seefeld.
Man, again, I'll say it, what a great job by the track crew preparing this track throughout the weekend.
Again, that top 4, that's all drivers that have won a race over the last 2 years in this class. Seefeld, the defending champ, alongside Trelstad.
Boy, Seefeld really out-braking these 2 cars going in. Oh, Seefeld rubs the wall a little bit on the right.
Yeah, you can tell he's pushing hard right now.
He knows, though. He's a veteran. He knows you got to pick as many spots away as you can.
Looking back to that 5th spot, that's Hoss Reitzel, already gaining 5 spots since this race started. He has been on the move.
Roloff still holding on to that top spot. Just wiggling his way through that infield section, going through that over-under.
Donald Reitzel, another guy that did a ton of work this offseason on his car. He said they stripped it down to the bare frame and they were taking a good long look at it, trying to just optimize the way that car works. But it is Taylor Roloff out front.
That's scary for the rest of the field, though. He's really looking fast here early. Running that fine line, 3/4 up through these turns. We talk about momentum, it really plays a dividend here.
Yeah, compared to the Light Buggy, there is quite a bit more horsepower, about 80 horsepower in these cars. That gives you enough horsepower, enough torque to maybe open up the line choice a little bit. But you still, I remember having a conversation with Seefeld a couple years ago where he said, if you make one mistake and miss your mark by a half a line in a corner, it can cost you a second by the time you gain that momentum back.
Yeah, and you don't want to miss a shift. Any little bit hurts you at the end of the day, but Roloff shifting through the gears correctly here early. Look at him just trying to get right in that grass, get a little right down in it.
Byer had half the car off in the grass there trying to find a smooth way through.
Oh,
in trouble for Roloff. I saw Byer check up a little bit. That's because Roloff was out of shape in front of him.
And he took down one of our banners, so he's definitely off the track. He'll have to go back to work now.
That puts Travis Trelstad out front. I told you about all the work they did on that car over the offseason.
See Seafelt getting a little squirrely by that tractor tire. Didn't want to get that drive that he had. Letting it fan out a little bit more.
Colin Byer still holding on to that third spot. I mentioned that Colin won the World Championship race last year. That was his first ever podium finish in Champ Off-Road.
Wow.
Showed up in a big way at Crandon to end his season.
There's Roloff now trying to get that run out of the bottom. He'll be in a perfect spot here. You're trying to outbrake him going in. Just a little crossover.
Yeah, Trelstad tried to run him high a little bit, take his line away. Roloff tries to dive back to the bottom. A lot of give and take between both of those two.
Well, Trelstad and Roloff are going to be neck and neck flying over this Brunt booter. I don't know what's the preferred line right here, right? That inside, you'd want to carry that left front, see if you can get that run around, but
right. Well, these cars do have a cutting brake, so you can pitch them a little bit quicker sideways into the corners. But again, that scrubs that momentum. You see Trelstad trying to hold on to that speed.
Oh,
they make some contact. Trelstad way off the track, able to gather it back up. Byer now, whoa, and then Roloff went too far inside, clipped a tractor tire. Trelstad comes storming back.
You got to be careful hitting those tractor tires, though. It looks like Roloff's front end is pretty straight still, but
Trelstad just went first to fourth, back to first in 2 corners.
Unbelievable, the shakeup in this top 5.
And look who else is joining him up front. That's Connor Schultz, the 329. 7 wins in this class last year, and now he has the lead as they come onto the front straightaway.
Yeah, it's got to bug Seafelt right now. He can't move forward. He's just sitting there in 5th.
Well, yeah, everything keeps happening around him. It's not happening to him, but everything in front of him that's going on is just slowing him up a little bit.
Looks like Trelstad pulled out of the way a little bit. I don't know if he's having some gremlins. Looks like he's still up to pace.
Well, it's hard to say. Seafelt now putting the move on Trelstad. Yeah, something might be wrong on that 380. Doesn't seem like he has quite the same pull that those other drivers do.
Yeah, something definitely is going wrong as Schultz now opening up this lead. There he is on the right side of our camera. Roloff still in 2nd. I think he still has a little bit more up his sleeve, Roloff. I know Schultz is out there a little ways, but he's showing the speed, he's showing the comfortability.
I was about to say, I wonder how many times last year we said Schultz is starting to open up his lead.
Right.
Across those 7 wins.
Well, you know, all the light buggy drivers this season were taking easier breaths coming into this season.
I'm loving the fight from Colin Byer in that 3rd spot, too. Just, again, all that chaos happening around him. He was able to avoid all of it, still in a really good spot. So it's the teammates, the RNS Motorsports team, Schultz and Roloff out front. Then Byer, who's a relative newcomer to the class, only been in it a couple of years. And the defending champ Seafelt in 4th.
Yeah, Byer's right there. He's ready to try to make a move. He's just got to get to the rear as we're going to be able to reset it again at the halfway point. Red and yellow flag being displayed. So we'll wait for the rest of our 1,600 single buggy drivers across that time stripe.
I see what's going on with Trelstad. Trelstad had a shredded left rear tire coming to the line there.
Oh, good eye, Shane. We're going to take a look at what went on here earlier.
Yeah, and there was a lot, no doubt about it. Here is Roloff all by himself out front and just overcooked it a little bit. That's when he took down one of those Yokohama banners. Then later, Trelstad, that's probably the contact that maybe cut the tire on Trelstad's car, if I had to make a guess. While that's going on, Roloff all by himself decided to climb over a tractor tire.
Yeah, he was monster trucking that tire.
Back to the lead after that. The whole time you got Colin Byer and Mike Seafelt back there 4th and 5th going, come on guys, can you get it together? They're trying to move forward.
You can see Trelstad going in the pits. They're going to try to change that left rear as quick as possible. And it's not like a NASCAR pit stop, right? They're not 9-10 seconds and you're out of there. They really have to work, and you hope that parts of the tire aren't wrapped around the rear hub.
Yeah, it didn't look like it was too far delaminated, just cut apart a little bit. So hopefully they'll be able to get him back out there quickly and he can get back to work a little bit.
Boy, oh boy, Shane, it's anybody's race here in this second half.
It's what we thought 1,600 would be, though. That's, I mean, looking at it on paper coming into this year and understanding the talent and the experience out of all these drivers and looking at the list of guys who have won
Yeah, and that's what we played out, and now they're really showing, hey, you know, it's anybody's ball game. Second half is huge in any class. You had time to dissect the track, and now it's go time. Green flag flies once again.
See if Taylor Roloff's able to just calm down a little bit after a chaotic first half. Look at Shillman getting into turn one, just pushing on his back bumper.
Yeah, I think you're going to see Seefeld getting more aggressive as he makes a little contact.
Yeah, that was Reitzel trying to stick a wheel in on Seefeld there. No harm, no foul on that field.
Boy, Connor Schultz, doesn't take him very long to open up a little bit of breathing room. Seefeld trying everything.
Seefeld going to work on Colin Byer as they went over the front booter. It's like Byer able to hold that spot.
Boy, you come off one of the fastest straightaways, then you got to really get hard on the brakes.
What do you see in Connor Schultz's driving style that makes him so tough to beat?
Just no mistakes, right? He never makes a mistake. 9 times out of 10, he puts the car where it needs to be and not taking anything away from him. He just has the pure experience. He's been around a long time. He listens. He knows how to work on his own cars. It helps out a lot.
Yeah, Connor's really becoming a top-notch fabricator as part of the Flying Dutchman off-road team.
Look at this.
Looks like Seefeld was able to get by Colin Byer. Yes, he did. So Seefeld now in a podium spot.
Yeah, he's taking points here early. If you can't get that win, you got to put yourself up on that podium. Schultz still showing the way around. Roloff bobbling a little bit in turn one.
You remember a couple years ago when Seefeld came back after being away from racing for 7 years? We kind of wondered, like, yeah, you wonder how much of the competitive fire is still there. Based on what we've seen in the 2 championships he's won since then, I think he's still got every bit of that fire.
Oh yeah, it's like riding a bike for him and his family, right? They've been around a long time. You take some time off, but you don't ever forget how these cars run when you put that much seat time in. Roloff just bonsaiing off that front booter.
Yeah, these cars are just about fast enough to clear it, but not quite.
Wow, look at him really nose heavy off that tabletop. Seefeld.
Yeah, this whole top 3 really trying to squeeze everything they can out of those cars. Colin Byer still hanging there with Seefeld. That's the battle for 3rd and 4th.
Time's definitely going away for Schultz.
If you'll remember that race, that World Championship race that Byer won, it wasn't a close call. It was Colin Byer just laying the beat down on everybody else.
Yeah, it was domination. He really showed them who was boss that day. Seefeld still working tough. Should be coming to the white flag. This time by, there it is.
Oh yeah,
displaying it.
This battle for 2, 3, and 4 is going to be a good one right down to the wire. Seefeld, Roloff, Schultz, sometimes kind of work together as teammates. A lot of respect between those drivers off the racetrack, but on the racetrack, we've seen it boil over a couple times between Seefeld and Roloff.
Oh yeah, he's right there. He's not going anywhere. Couple turns left in this 1600 single buggy race. Byer now losing some contact with these two. See if Roloff can just maintain this spot. It's not the day you want it, but there's good, valuable points set in stake for this one here early in the season.
We'll see how aggressive Seefeld wants to be as they come into this tighter section of the course through the interior.
Like Seefeld got squared away a little bit better than Roloff.
Look at Byer though, closing the gap back up on Seefeld. Oh, Byer crossed up. Able to get it pointed back the right way down the racetrack, but had to wait for a couple cars to sneak by.
Let's see if Seefeld can get this done. Roloff just running a really great race. I don't think there's going to be enough time.
Yeah, Roloff, nice job in the second half by Taylor to just keep a cool head after a ton of chaos in that first half. No chaos in the second half whatsoever for Connor Schultz, though, as he is going to take the win here in round 1.
Look at this, side by side. Who's this going to be?
Seefeld did get him, barely.
Wow.
A matter of a 1/10 of a second.
And I seen Seefeld playing that outside lap after lap in the second half, Shane. He was working that outside to get that long run at the end of the straightaway, and it paid off right before the time strike.
And you saw Seefeld and Roloff, they're still aside one another. No doubt pointing back and forth saying, I got you, no, I got you. Ultimately, though, it is Seefeld in that second spot, Roloff third. A good run for Haas Reitzel to finish fourth, and Shillman with a top 5 finish to start his 1600 buggy campaign here in 2026. We'll take one more quick look at just how close it was coming down to the wire. A little wheel-to-wheel contact. They're probably looking out their side window nets at one another right past the stripe, and it was just about dead even between those two.
Yeah, it was just enough. Roloff got a little squirrely off that jump, and Seefeld took it as advantage and took that second place spot away. Well, right after this, we're going to come back to Wheatland, Missouri here for AMSOIL Championship Off-Road. A lot more carnage yet ahead, I promise you that. Don't go anywhere.